Live. We are live, and what's up, everybody? So we are live on. We were supposed to do the mindset live. We usually do it on Mondays, but this week we are doing it on Tuesday. So doesn't matter. Like as long as we are here, and we are here to give you value, and we are here to give you some mindset boost in order for you to dominate your fitness journey, and in order for you to dominate your entire life and apply the things we say into your fitness journey. So today we have Ashan joining in for the Mindset Live, and today's topic would be about like what makes people not do the things they are supposed to do in their fitness journey. So if you actually saw the story I actually posted yesterday with regards to what Tony Robbins said and what regards to like the post I actually posted today, the caption, I speak about like you what you need to do in your fitness journey in order for your life to be better or in order for your fitness journey to be better. So today we'll be talking about the reasons why people don't stick up to their New Year's resolutions, because we are ending 2021 right now, and this is the time people want to get into good health or like focus on things like that. They say that they are going to do like better in 2021, but we always say that it's always important for you to do the things right now which you are supposed to do, because it's a lifestyle you need to focus on, and that's what actually takes things a long way. So either way, how have you been, Nashan? You had a break and you enjoyed the vacation, or how has everything been?
Yeah, pretty good. I think the first 3 weeks, I think I actually took the weekend off. That is after 1 year of work. So that is what I usually do. I mean, even when you were down here, that's what we did in December. So actually, yeah, I started off with my cardio this morning. So my workout session will be in the afternoon, and I'm back at it now. So I'm not really waiting till the 1st of January, because as we both know, I really don't believe in that. So today is
Yes.
my first day. So from now onwards, at a stretch, I will be training, because hopefully, if COVID doesn't strike, entire next year is going to be a competitive year. So it takes a lot from me. So yeah, and I consider today as day one.
Yes, that's perfect. So I've been doing the same thing, and I've been doing steps, and I've been actually like doing training. And some days I actually pass out and I don't end up doing the steps. That happens. Shit happens sometimes. That's what I actually said in my stories yesterday. That like sometimes, as you expect it to be, like it's not gonna be like exactly the way you want it to be. Some days, like you will actually pass out, like when you're supposed to do another 5,000 steps. That happens, and all you need to do is just get back up on your feet the next day and keep on dominating. So that's what I did. So today I did a 170 deadlift, and I feel so good, and I was tired for a little while, but now I'm actually kicking myself up. So either way, so getting into the topic today, and it's about like one thing, like why people don't end up getting into their goals. Is one thing is because people actually make this mistake of taking simple steps. They actually focus on the making things more complex. Right, the fact that like when it's supposed to be simple process, they actually make things complicated. Like when the lockdown happened, people actually focused the problem a lot for attention rather than actually focusing on the solution. So if you actually focus on the solution when there's a problem, things will be better. The people who actually focused on the solution when there was a lockdown ended up being their best shape in their fitness journey, right, Ashan? So we actually experienced that. Some of them have actually gone to a level where they do virtual sessions in a gym environment, and they actually do heavy movements and like big compound movements. So because they took the actions when there was a problem to find the solution, because that's what they did, and that's what we want everyone else to be. So that's what we work with. So when there's a problem, let's say you're overweight, let's say you're too skinny, let's say your something is not, I mean, your stomach is big or something like that, you're skinny fat or something like that. That's just a problem right there. And what you need to do is just find the solution, because what happens on the most of the time is this. They tell a story to themselves that thinking that this is not going to work. So because of that, they don't give their 100%. So have we heard this a lot of times? They say like, I tried everything, right, Ashan? So we heard that a lot, right? Is that something, because when you started, you tried everything as well, right, Ashan? But then
Yeah.
you realized you haven't,
Yes.
right?
When people tell me that they have tried everything, to me, that's where I find it funny, because you know what I've tried, and you know how much I've tried before I started training with you. So that is what you really mean by trying everything. Yeah, getting up in the morning and going to the gym 2 days a week and saying that that you tried everything, that is not going to work. That is not going to impress the two of us. When it
Yes.
comes to coaching. So you really have to ask yourself. Just man to man or woman to woman, what it is. Okay, so you just have to ask yourself, have I really given my best?
Yes.
So I know 99% of the people will end up saying no when you're really honest with yourself. So that is the point where if you need help, you can go ahead with the coach, or else you will have to readjust what you have been doing. So that's the experience so far.
Yes, exactly. So most of the time, like what we actually realized is this: they're afraid to give their 100% for so many reasons. One reason being like they think like, okay, like what if I fail? What if I don't end up like sticking to the meal plan? Most of the time, you're not going to stick to the meal plan 100%. You will be 80, 90, or 70%. Even if it's 70% or 60%, that's good, better than being 0%. So that's how you are supposed to look at things. So if you're going through a food addiction issue or something like that, it doesn't take you like fix the thing like straight away. You can't actually give up the things like straight away when it's an addiction. It takes small steps at a time, small step at a time. Even if it's a person who's addicted to, let's say, smoking or something, you're not supposed to stop it. You can't stop it like straight away. When you do stop it, what happens is you will go back to that again later on, because you will celebrate and it won't stop. So what you need to do, what you've been told, what you are supposed to do the right way would be to take small steps at a time. Let's say like if you are doing 3 smokes a day or something like that, drop it to 2 or 1 and do that. These are the things which we teach people. Like, because last year we had a client who actually couldn't stop smoking for 17 years and he actually stopped it. And that's one of the greatest achievements of our coaching careers, I guess. Like, that's one of the best transformations, because he was 44 and he actually made like one of the amazing transformations. And during a pandemic, he actually ended up doing a photo shoot. So think how far you can go if you think in a different direction. So if you think that you can't do it, if you keep on telling yourself a story that this is not going to work, it's never going to work.
Yeah.
But what you need to do is just like I read this, I listen to a lot of things every day, and that's how I get my inspiration, that's how I get my content, and that's how I do it things. And when I say things, you can take things from what I say and apply it to your real life and your fitness journey or whatever the hell you are doing. So that's what I do with my fitness journey, because whenever I have a downtime, and because I'm not gonna say like I'm perfect. I'm not gonna say that I am having like the best time all the time. Some days I feel down because some days I don't feel like going to the gym, but you still drag your ass and do it. So 14,000 steps per day is like a lot of work when you're, especially when you're supposed to do it like at separate times. It's a little difficult, but as long as you drag your ass and get it done, that's all that matters in your journey. So you need to understand that you need to keep telling your story that you can do it, instead of saying that you tried this before and it's not going to work. If you start with that mindset, it's not going to work out whatsoever. So one of the key factors in anything on how to dominate your New Year's resolution or how to do it right is by telling yourself a story and having a better emotional state. So most of the time, people are afraid, so that when you are in that emotional state, you are anyway gonna not gonna be successful. So people who, when the lockdown first happened, some of them went into a sad state. Some of them went into a stage where they were afraid, or some of them were like worrying about like, what's going to happen in the future, like are we going to lose the job, or like what's going to happen, and all of those things. When they change that emotional state into becoming positive, something positive, it'll change everything. It won't change straight away, but it'll take one step at a time. It will lead you to a better destination. And if you are at a level in your transformation when there's a 12 weeks program, you're asking your coach, where should I be in 12 weeks? That's not a good question to ask, because you need to take it one step at a time. You gotta focus on this step right now. And if you're focusing on like worrying about like what's gonna happen in 12 weeks, you won't get, because most of the time people who have asked that question haven't gotten to that destination, because their mindset was like on 12 weeks, what's going to happen then, and how, where should I be, and they don't like, focus on this moment right now. And even if you're like climbing, let's say a stair, you're not supposed to like focus on what would it be like at the top of it. How am I going to go to the top? How you're going to go to the top of the stair or something like that is based on what step you're taking right now. So every time when we actually send a meal plan or a training plan, you're supposed to focus on doing that one right, and let do that and end up doing, and you will definitely end up getting into the destination you want. So that's what I learned with regards to this. And Asha, like with regards to your fitness journey, so what are the things which actually were like these challenges when it came to what stopped you, and what were the things, because this is something you can be related to, because especially when it came to your shoulder press, right? So you were going through four shoulder dislocations, and that's one of the things you went through, right? So tell us
Yeah,
about your experience with regards to that, so we can actually give value to people.
yeah. I think going into my fitness journey, I think I started alone in 2013, right? Finding out things from the internet, and whoever was there in the gym, I got all the information from them. So that's how it started. So uh, my biggest and my only fear was my shoulder, right? Because I didn't want to hurt my shoulder again, because it takes more than 10 to 15 days to heal again, so that I won't get to go to the gym.
Yeah.
So that was my biggest fear. So apart from that, I actually didn't have any other fears getting into my fitness journey. So I remember, so at a point, I never trained shoulders. I mean, every time, when I try to do shoulder presses or anything as such, it used to give me a lot of fear, right? And also, when I wasn't lifting heavy, I was worried, how others would judge me, how others would rate me as a lifter. You know how it was, maybe when you are young and when you're going into the gym. But now, I think along with you, I discussed with you, so we came up with how we are going to train shoulders, what strategies we are going to use. So over the years, we improved on it, and now when I go to the gym, yes, I'm still careful of my shoulder, but I know that I'm strong than I used to be in terms of my in terms of my shoulder workouts. And let's keep that aside. So being afraid of it, being afraid of my afraid that my shoulder will dislocate again, and not going to the gym, uh, transforming that into a person who competes, is a personal victory for me. I know
Yes.
that it's not about showing off, or it's not about showing everyone how strong I am. It's about how I got through this. It took me a long time. It took me a very long time. I remember as soon as I started off with you, I dislocated my shoulder again. Trying to do something, but even at that point, I wasn't afraid, because I knew what I should do. So it takes a long time, for you to get through your fears, but you just have to stay with it. You just have to let it burn you out a little bit, for you to really wake up through the ashes. So that's how it is. Time heals everything, and you have to
Yeah.
be consistent.
You need to be patient, most of
Yeah.
all. You need to be patient with your fitness journey. And if you keep worrying about your week 12 and what your body fat percentage when you're overweight or things like that, will actually be a distraction which you don't need in your fitness journey. So you just need to admit where you're at, and don't like worry about like checking your body fat percentage or things like that. Will be a waste of time, in my opinion, unless you're at a level of competing. So rather than focusing on that, you need to admit where you're at. And like if you're at a level where you're overweight or something like that, you need to change it. And you don't need to change it by having a state where you need attention from attention from someone else. You need to have a place where you need to have a proper emotional state, thinking that, okay, I need to be at my best shape for myself. Because when the airplane goes on turbulence, or like when the airplane goes to crash, like, you don't put the mask on the person next to you. You put the mask on yourself first. So it doesn't make you a selfish person if you put it on, if you don't put it on someone else. You just need to focus on you first in order for other people to be better. Even us, we need us to be better, fitter, and like be an inspiration for others to follow us. So that was the key thing in Team Empire when it came to like coaching, because people followed our journey. Because I was managing a competition during night shifts and I ended up winning. And Ashan was doing his prep while having a dislocated shoulder, and he was going through a lot of things as well. And Angie was doing cabin crew, and she was actually following her passion as well. And all three of us has our own stories. That's why we tell that our slogan is "Story Beyond Pictures," because there's a lot of stories we actually keep on creating every single day. So that's what we love doing. And when online coaching first started, people actually laughed. Some of our closest family members actually ended up laughing, not knowing what we are doing. Because in the society we lived in, we were told to become lawyers, doctors, or anything. And like when we do A levels, we were told to do bioscience or maths, not the path we chose. But we chose a path which was actually good for us, because at the end of the day, it's you who knows what's best for you, not someone else. Someone else can guide you, give an opinion or something like that. But at the end of the day, what you need to do is just what you love to do. So what we did was we wanted to change lives and we wanted to make an impact on the world. And we wanted to make the world a better place by making sure people will be healthy and fit, even during a time of pandemic. So that's what we wanted to do. We started in 2015 and we are here today because we did that. And so that's the story for today. We actually took a little while today, and I hope you guys got value out of it. And I'll be announcing today a free 4-day challenge, which will be starting next week, Monday, and it will be the New Year's resolution challenge. So once I actually do the announcement, you can actually join the challenge, and we'll be giving you free value for 4 days, and you can actually join the challenge. So that's it for today, and hope you guys got value, and hope you guys will actually get value and apply this to your real life, and that way you will dominate the rest of your fitness journey. So thanks, Ashan, for joining in, and we will be coming live next week as well, and I'll see you guys soon, and let's keep going and let's dominate your fitness journey. See ya.